Hey guys, YouTube. My name is Rusty. I'm making a bracelet. I hope you're doing well. So I was sitting here thinking about the Jarvis order that they put on people. If any of you are unfamiliar with what Jarvis is, if they deem you anything, in a mental sense, or if you're psychotic or schizophrenic or whatever, they put a Jarvis order on you where they have the legal right to hold you down and inject medication into your body. Now I've willingly took it after the Jarvis, because I don't want to get attacked again by these corrupt police departments and whatever. But I told them, I'd rather sit in jail than be on these drugs that don't do anything for me. I'm not psychotic, I'm not schizophrenic, I'm just a guy sitting here making a bracelet. Looking good. Anyway, back to the Jarvis. So then they say, I don't believe in Jarvis orders, it's against my religion. Well, then they call my mom, granted I'm 42 years old, and they ask her what my religion is, and then they proceed to use that in court against me to get the Jarvis order. I'm just on Abilify now, which is basically a cure-all for everything, depression. I'm not depressed. They just needed to Jarvis me so they could get funding for me to sit here. Because if they didn't get this Jarvis order, I'd be back on the streets. Because the first time they did this, they took my house and my car. No, they took my car the second time, and this is the third time. When are these people going to realize that I'm not the problem? They're the problem. It's really interesting, too. So anyway, the Jarvis. My body, my body, my right. I don't see any different, if I say no, put me in jail, I should be able to have that right. I'll prove to you that I am not schizophrenic or psychotic. But you have the corrupt judges and the doctors. The fun thing about the doctors are like any profession. If you're an attorney and you don't win any case, you're not going to be an attorney for a long time. If you're a plumber and you don't fix leaky pipes, you're not going to be a plumber for too long. That's how my mind works. So you have these doctors who are, I don't know, what are they? Psychiatrists. If they don't prescribe drugs, then they will be out of a job. So they are inclined to push these Jarvis orders, and then it gets to the corrupt judge who's in the same boat, because if the judge doesn't prosecute, they're not going to be a judge for a long time. And that's the beautiful part of this country is, oh yeah, you'll have an attorney representative for you by us. They're all in cahoots. They're working together. They all know each other. They sit around the water cooler and, bullshit the judges and the prosecutors. There's a bunch of backdoor doings in the back. So it's It's a big club that you're not a part of. You still watching? You still here? Good for you. Look at this bracelet. It's coming along really nice. All right. Well, let me think. So now we have, any government worker is a slave to their own maker. Or who makes them, I guess, however I want to say it. But like, their boss made them a police officer. Their boss made them a judge. Who's their boss? Who appointed them? I don't know. We the people? I don't know. But most judges are failed attorneys, which is really weird because I just don't understand this. I do understand it, but I don't want to explain it to you because I don't want to blow your minds. Alright. So, the first time I was accused of being a terrorist, making terroristic threats at the news station that I was employed at. I've never made a terroristic threat to anybody. And it was proven in court after spending time in jail, after getting my house taken, after everything, finally. So then I started telling people why I got fired. It was not because I made terroristic threats, it's because I was taking a nap on my half-hour unpaid break. Normally I'd go out and have a smoke, go to the bathroom, but I was a little tired that day, so I just sat at my desk and had my eyes shut. Someone came back, accused me of some bullshit, and they fired me. And people were asking me why I got fired, and I was telling them the truth. Next thing you know, I'm crazy. I gotta go to the psych ward. So they throw me in the psych ward. I can't make my house payment. They take my house. I'm hoping this video will reach somebody who can look into this for me, because there's been a huge what they've done to me has been unjustifiable. There was no reason for them to bother me. Now, for the last 7-8 years, I've been getting moved around place to place. You guys have been paying for me to sit around and learn how to make bracelets. I do this for fun. I enjoy it. They're very colorful. Except this one. Yeah. Anyway, I suppose I should keep talking. I'm just kind of in my thought right now, I believe that I'm gonna get my house back. There's people living in it now, but they kicked me out. They can kick out those people who those people bought a house that has my curse on it, I don't know what my curse is, because they keep effing with me and they won't leave me alone. So back to so if they would have just given me a big fat check instead of firing me, let me pay for my house, pay for my life until I died, it would have been cheaper than what you've spent on me for the last 7 years. It would have been cheaper. This government is corrupt. The people spending your tax dollars does not give a shit about a budget. They just, for example, they spent over $100,000 on me just to drive me for a 4-hour ambulance ride that could have been done in an Uber. Hell, I could have done it myself if they would have helped me change my tire in my car, but no, I couldn't. That's another story, but we'll get to that. That was the second time they sent me to the psych ward. I'm talking about the first time. The third time was a great one, though. But yeah, they just keep these animals that run the police department and the justice system. They just don't know what the hell they're doing. They're smart enough to run the machine, but they're not smart enough to know what the machine does. And that's how the government wants their employees, because if their employees got wind of how to make the dough, they could overthrow the government. But why would you overthrow a government when you get, every holiday off and weeks vacations, and you go to these lavish parties, and don't say you don't. You obviously do, because you have this unlimited tax dollar that you're obviously spending on me. And I'm just sitting here making bracelets. Well, this has been we'll go a few more minutes. I'm going to think more and make some more videos to watch for you. If you're interested in anything psych ward related, IRTS related, SNAP, if you want to know, there are people in here that are like in their 20s, and they don't know the difference between a credit card and a debit card. They don't teach money in school. They don't teach you how to do your taxes. I'm astonished at what these kids are asking me. And I say kids, I'm 42 now. The kids, 20, 30, whatever. Younger people. But they respect me and they love me because I'm very friendly. It's just these asshole police officers who yell at me all the time, like, Rusty, get on the ground. Holy shit, settle down, motherfucker. Get on the ground. Holy fuck. What? Then I call him retarded, and then they charge me, they're like, oh, he's being belligerent. And I'm just like, well, I have the freedom of speech. I can say whatever I want. Yes, I do. And apparently they have the right to do whatever the hell they want to do to me too, because they just, yeah. All right. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you guys comment. We'll see. We'll see if I do some more videos. Anyway, this is Rusty. Thanks for listening.